with music. I would listen to the radio, and then I would go find one note that sounded the same as the note I heard there, and it matched. So then I would keep playing, and I would listen for the tune, and I would hear a tune, and I'd play it. And I felt so good about it that pretty soon I said, I'm going to try 2 fingers. Well, that sounded even better. So I kept listening and kept playing. And finally, I said, well, what'll I do with this? Most people play with both. So then I tried the left hand. Well, then I really was excited, and I just wanted to stay at the piano and see what I could do and listen to more songs. Well, soon my parents noticed that I must have a gift. So they hired Mr. Shestog. He was my piano teacher. And he came to tell me and to teach me the technical part of what I already knew by my ear. It was almost too late, though. I could cheat with my ear, and I could make the song sound better. My music teachers never recognized when I said, would you please play that new piece for me? And they would, and they'd never know that I was memorizing it in my mind. And when I came back, sure enough, I played it almost like they did. But that didn't work in college. No, there were no shortcuts there. And that was my major, and so I had to learn the technique. But there were two words that always kept me playing. Do you have words that cling like that? It was my mother's voice coming from the bedroom. She and Dad had gone to bed, and Dad falls asleep right away because of his work, being so early to start and late to quit. And so Mother was laying there, and I thought, what am I going to do with my time? I'm not ready. So I would go to the piano and start playing. And I tried to be quiet, but then finally Mother started saying to me, and I knew she was listening, she said, keep playing. So then I played louder, and she didn't care how loud I played. All she wanted me to do was keep playing. Now, if you thought she just wanted me to play the old-time religion, no, she didn't. She tapped her fingers with everything. The year before I went to college, and Mother would tap her fingers to it. Then, when I got into college, the boys from the service were coming home, and some of them weren't coming home in too good of a mental state. So I used to play for the dining room while the other kids ate. And while I was playing, I'd think, what could they relate to? And I thought of some of the music that was being played now. And one I loved was Over the Rainbow. my music. So we got married, Don and I did, just 3 weeks after I graduated. And that started our ministry immediately. We were in camp meetings or whatever for that first summer. And so that threw me right into the camp meetings and the style of the music of that. So this is where I am now. It's okay. Was when we could come to the end of a service and there was a wonderful, wonderful move of God going in, and there were hundreds of people coming to the Lord. And this was the song that I always played.
Well, as my bride and the mother of my children, through many years of ministry at the piano and the organ, I would preach, and then I would give the invitation, and I would say, how many want to come? They would line the altars end to end, sometimes 2 and 3, 4 deep. Sometimes the whole congregation would be on their knees, coming to Christ, coming to be touched and healed and delivered. You today, wherever you are, how many of you would just stand up or raise your hand and say, Lord, I come. If you will, He will receive you. So this is Don Poston on The Life That Wins. God bless you. Until next time, bye-bye.